Hello everyone, in this little video here I'm going to show you all how to sort of navigate through this canvas shell. Now yours might look a little bit different than mine because I have a little bit more access, I would say, than you. Um, so looking at it, when you first open up your courses, you'll go to the class that we're in, right? And then here you are. So to navigate around my canvas shell for this particular course, I'm going to go ahead and show you some things. So right over here on the very top, I've got, well, let's start at the very top. Here's the class that you're in, so make sure you're in the right class. This class name might change, so it's a little bit easier, so I might put it as the semester following the year, for example, like spring 2024, fall 2024, or 2025, or whatever. So just to give you an idea. And then the first thing I want you to look at is the course modules here. This should take you directly to your modules page, and it does. Another way to access that is right here under the modules page, and what I just clicked was the home button. In the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you'll see I have a little keyboard. You can see everything that I press. So it's a really quick, easy way to see exactly what I'm doing if you need to pause, rewind, and go back forward to see if you missed something. Now, with that being said, this video will be updated with this one that I'm taking right now. I know I'm going to put a little bold or emphasis on make sure you watch this somewhere in here. Grading for this semester I put right on the home page. Here's a little picture of me as you can see me here right now. This is online only, so if you do need additional assistance, questions, we'll set that up. Here's my email. We can do Skype or Zoom now. This is old. We'll do Zoom. I'll change that too, but I can also do Skype. Google Meet, but I think everyone's kind of gone towards Zoom anyway, so either way, this is my personal cell phone number. If you're having something happen, you can shoot me a text, but the fastest, easiest way to get a hold of me is going to be through Canvas inbox. Now I can't open it because I'll have students that have messaged me and I can't show that to you, but if you click on here, it's pretty easy to navigate. Everybody knows how to send a text message and email, things like that in today's world. So you click on that, new message, type who you're sending it to, a little drop down will probably come up, you click my name, and send me a message. So I do have a little button for a syllabus, but I'm going to get to that in a second. I also have a view syllabus here, and I'm going to get to that in a second as well. Like I just said, course modules. So I have my course policies here on the front page. Here's some links to some of the software we'll be using. We only use Adobe Premiere for one lab. I believe it's just one lab, so there's a free trial here. I think it's good for 7 days. If you don't want to download it or whatever, you can use whatever editing software you want if your computer has it. I think, Macintoshes have access, at least my phone does, for iMovie. I believe Windows has its own, but I show you how to do it in Adobe Premiere, but feel free to use any video editing software if you have something free to you already and you don't have to download the free trial. This is Adobe free trials for everything. This is Autodesk Maya and Adobe Creative Cloud. So the Creative Cloud, we're going to be using Photoshop. We're going to be using Photoshop quite a bit, so you'll need the subscription for it. It's not very expensive, especially with the student discount. The only software we need for this class is Photoshop. However, if you're taking additional classes, you might want to look at the other packages that they have to offer with the other softwares that they have. So that being said, sort of the meat and potatoes of this class is going to be done in the modules, and the syllabus I'll cover very quickly. Now you'll notice over here I have syllabus and MCC syllabus. So this is, I guess you would say, the official syllabus, but I keep the other one up, and I'll tell you what the differences are here in a second. So if you click on MCC syllabus, you'll see that it's got everything in here. You scroll down, it has all the same information. This is a link to my YouTube channel that all my videos in the modules, and I'll get to that shortly too, are embedded with. And then materials, no book is required. You'll just need a subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud with Photoshop in it if you're going to be doing this all entirely from home. Otherwise, the school computers in the eLab should have all of the software that you need for this course. Now, it covers everything that we're going to go over. Let's just skip to because you can read this on your own, but what everyone's always concerned about, obviously, assignments, grading criteria. So discussions are going to be 10%, labs 30%, midterm 20%, your final will be 40%. In order to get an A, you need to have an overall course grade of above 90%. B is 80 to 89. C is 70 to 79. D is 65 to 69, and 64 and below of all coursework equals an F. Policies. So here's the biggest one, late work, because we're online, so attendance is kind of at your own leisure. You could work on this at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 8 p.m., 12 p.m., whatever times work best for you. Just you need to make sure that you're staying on schedule with the class, so this way you don't get marked for late assignments. Now, late assignments are 20% deduction per day. Okay, so 5 days late is 100% loss of points. So 4 days would be 80, 3 days would be 60, 2 days 40, and 1 day 20. So you lose 20% per day an assignment is late. If you do have a reasonable enough reason, COVID is a perfect example of something that might happen. Be sure to let me know ahead of time, not after the fact, okay? So with that being said, and I know emergencies happen, have to run to the hospital for something, whatever it might be, but be sure to let me know in those types of emergencies, if you can, to let me know ahead of time. Here's the information on how to withdraw from a class. Last day to withdraw from this course is 11/16. Failure to attend does not remove a student from classes at MCC. So just because you're not attending doesn't mean you've actually withdrawn from the class. So if you're going to withdraw from the class, make sure that you do it by the date. Now, any possible refunds and things like that, you would need to talk to the registration office. Course schedule. So again, here's the meat and potatoes. All of these can be found in the modules. So all of these labs are broken down: week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, etc. Institutional policies, academic support for students with disabilities. There's a link here if you have that. General education goals, classroom behavior. So be sure to read through all of this if anything of this applies to you. Here's additional resources they offer at MCC, and then recording. This class may be recorded. Obviously, all of my videos are recorded, but so you can always rewatch them. Student email. You can access your 365 account at www.office.com. If you need additional assistance, here's the IT McHenry.tech email, HTML, or you can contact the help desk at this phone number. And then additional items. So I'm not going to cover everything in detail. You can read it through if you'd like. Now, the syllabus here, this is how you had to used to do it. So this is the official MCC one. This syllabus is how we used to have to do it. So I actually keep it for one main reason. Everything should be pretty much identical. If I overlook something, please let me know, but go off of the official MCC syllabus. Now, I keep this one up because I like this part where it actually automatically sort of breaks everything down under your course summary, so by date. So you can always see where you're at and just click on any one of these labs, discussions, activities, whatever you want to call it, and get to it directly that way. So I kind of like to keep that up, but this is sort of the old way we had to do it, and this is the new way. So I keep them both up, but this one doesn't give you kind of links to every single assignment we have, so I keep the old one up. Now, announcements. If I make an announcement, I will make sure it pushes a notification. In your settings, you can go ahead and change your notification settings to however you prefer. However, I'll leave that up to you. If you check it regularly and you feel like you don't need notifications, great. I have mine on, which is why Canvas Inbox is the easiest and fastest way to contact me, because I will get a notification on my mobile device if you shoot me a message. So just keep that in mind. So on this left bar is where you'll find everything that you need. You're not going to be able to see the rubrics, outcomes, pages, files, collaborations, quizzes. I don't have quizzes, so any one of these things that you can't see, it's just because you don't really need it. Here's Zoom, so there's a link directly to Zoom. But let's go ahead and dive into the actual course content right here under modules. But yes, if I do post an announcement, I will make sure it pushes to everyone, and that'll ultimately depend on how you have your notification set, but you'll see it pop up when you log into Canvas if I post one. So educational license for Maya. This is the software we're going to be using for this particular course. I've actually got one of our first labs up right here. So this is Maya. It'll take you to the Autodesk website to download Adobe Creative Cloud for students. So you can click on this. That'll take you to get your Photoshop. There is an educational discount. They have all types of different packages, but if you are taking other courses in the digital media field, basically, you might want to explore some of the other packages to see what they have to offer, to see if you're going to be, if you can utilize that software for other courses like Adobe Illustrator or, like I said, Premiere Pro. There's a number of them. Adobe has so many softwares now. So anyway, this is going to cover the user interface of Maya, navigating the viewport, move, rotate, scale tools, polygons, and topology, vertices, faces, edges. These are kind of intro before you begin the class. I strongly recommend you watch these. I'm going to update this from 2019 keyboard shortcuts to 2025 because we're using Maya 2025. And then week 1 discussion, please introduce yourself. So this is a discussion post. Just follow everything in there. Screenshot exercise, discussion, Maya installation, lab 1 practice exercise. That's actually the bookshelf I just showed you. Importing image plane. So week 2, week 3, everything's broken down. Please don't skip over these intro to midterms, because you're going to be working on your midterm while you're also working on our labs and discussions. If you don't keep up with it, you kind of save it till week 7, because week 8 is the midterm due, you're gonna find yourself struggling a little bit, because it's hard to play catch up. So please be sure to at least occasionally work on your midterm throughout, all in between these labs and discussions. I feel like it's 110% possible to do. I've been teaching this a long time. So anyway, here's your midterm, week 8, week 9, and everything's laid out in here. So let me go over, let's just go to lab 1 exercise, practice exercise, whatever it is. So in here, you're going to notice that all the videos, I'm going to keep my old videos, unless they're totally not relevant anymore, in here, so you can, if you wanted to see if there was anything different, there very well could be, but I've got the updated version here. These are brand new 2025 Maya, and it covers everything that you need to know, and these are for older versions. I've had students use old versions of Maya before, and then I'll also try to include I was just thinking the keyboard shortcuts for Macintosh. Maya wasn't always compatible with the Mac until, phew, I'm gonna take a rough guess. I remember when it was introduced to Mac, it would have probably been like 2016, 17, 18, something like that. Anyway, it's been a while. So it actually works really well. I have a Mac myself. However, I record using a Windows PC. Um, but the keyboard shortcuts, instead of holding Control, you hold Command. Anyone who's used Mac and PC would be familiar with that. But basically, Control would be your Command key, in I would say 99% of the time. Um, and then last thing, the rubric for every lab you have. Discussion posts have all the information, what you'll be graded in on the top in the text up here. However, in the labs themselves, I've got, create a cube, change the subdivisions width to 10, change the subdivision height to 10, extrude inward proper faces to create shelves. So this is everything you'll be graded on, and then you'll submit a screenshot or the Maya file depending on the assignment. So just be sure to watch the videos. And then that's pretty much everything in here. If you wanted to look at your grades, click on the grades. You are able to see your grades, and people will show you the people in the class. I can't click on any of these just because I can't share that. It would be private information. And then, yeah, so if you do have questions on navigating the Canvas shell, please let me know. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Shoot me a message on Canvas inbox right here. If you do have additional questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, and I will take it on a case-by-case basis. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped understand how we'll be working through the class. And other than that, have a good day.